was at a meeting recently and your name came up.
This week's big opener is Spectre, the 24th James Bond film in the series. So let's take a look at 5 of my favorite James Bond villains. First up, from the very first James Bond film, Dr. No is Dr. No, Dr. Julius No, the son of a missionary and a Chinese girl. He worked with the Tongs. He's a mad scientist working somewhere around Nassau, toppling American rockets. He has artificial hands that have superhuman strength. He captures Sean Connery's James Bond and Ursula Andress's Honey Rider. Dr. No is played by the great Joseph Wiseman, whose delivery of the lines is unforgettable. Next up, from 1964's Goldfinger, Auric Goldfinger, played by the great German actor Gert Frobe, who in fact was dubbed for his English language lines. Goldfinger loves gold, only gold, and he plans to knock off Fort Knox and destroy the United States economy. He famously murders Bond girl Shirley Eaton by covering her nude body entirely in gold paint. And in one of the series' most famous scenes, plans to kill James Bond himself by cutting him in half with a laser.
You expect me to talk? No, Mr. Bond, I expect you to die.
Next up, another oldie, Rosa Klebb, from the 1963 Bond film From Russia with Love. This is the lady with the poison dagger in her shoe. Ernst Blofeld refers to her as number 3 in Spectre. She's a former Soviet colonel turned Spectre operative who wants to destroy James Bond. Rosa Klebb is famously played by the legendary Austrian vocalist Lotte Lenya. Here are 2 more recent Bond villains. Le Chiffre, whose name means Mr. Number, played by Danish actor Mads Mikkelsen, recently played Hannibal Lecter on TV. Le Chiffre is a degenerate gambler and terrorist who captures James Bond and tortures him in a uniquely painful way, threatening Bond's manhood and also threatening to sell Bond's lover Vesper Lynd into sexual slavery. Le Chiffre. And finally, from 2012's Skyfall, one of the very great James Bond films, Raoul Silva, played by the great Spanish actor Javier Bardem. Silva is a former MI6 agent turned international terrorist, and he's absolutely out of his mind, and half the time he is hilarious. He's a sadist, he's tremendously cruel, but also often extremely funny, with a very dark sense of humor. Raoul Silva. Christoph Waltz, an Academy Award-winning actor, plays the villain in Spectre. How will he compare to the greatest in the series? You'll have to find out for yourself.
Living in the shadows.